Hello, Steve White, Trickboy89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, a little bit of rumours from the Tachyon Pulse guy, who supposedly has connections and sources. We've known for a while now that the Skydance Paramount merger has been delayed. It hasn't gone through in the time period it was expected to. The rumour was that Donald Trump was stalling it because he was suing CBS and because he has control of the FCC. He was basically making it hard for them, and the idea, of course, being was if they gave him a bunch of money because he was suing them, because supposedly they edited an interview with Kamala Harris to make her look better, and that damaged his election, even though he won. So he's apparently trying to sue them for damages when he wasn't damaged because he won. It's ridiculous, but that was making things difficult. But apparently it's even worse. Apparently he's had them stop any momentum. Basically, they're not looking at it. They're not doing it at all. So it's basically frozen. And he's basically allegedly bribing CBS if they don't pay him $25 million, because they came back at him with an offer to settle for $19 million, which I'd heard they had settled and paid him, but they made an offer of $19 million. He said $25 million. I don't think they paid it, obviously, and the momentum, hasn't started moving. It's just still frozen, and it's basically mob tactics. It's like, if you don't do this, you're not going to. If you don't pay us, you're not going to get your merger. So there are a lot of things that are on hold that they can't do anything about because they don't know what's happening. They don't know if the merger's going through. There's also problems on the other side where the shareholders are being advised not to vote Sherry Redstone in again as a CEO or whatever, because she didn't take the bigger paying deal that was better for them. She took the deal that was better for her. But that's all complicated as well. But that could be a complication. But other people are saying it's not. It's they knew what they were getting into. They knew how things worked when they got involved as shareholders. So they can't turn around now and say, well, yeah. So that's probably not going to matter. But that's another little thing which could complicate things. The idea that if she doesn't get back in, that could affect things. So it's basically frozen until they pay Donald Trump $25 million. It's bribery, it's mob tactics. There's no the lawsuit's ridiculous, but it could take a while, and in the meantime, the merger's frozen, and even if they went to court and he lost, he could still just stop the CFC from putting the merger, buyout, whatever you want to call it, through. So it's I mean, he apparently met with one of the higher ups, someone that he met back in his wrestling appearances, and although there was quite a tense meeting, they shook hands, and it looks like they're just going to pay the bribe because they're going to lose a lot more money, and that's that's how it all works. So it's probably going to happen. We probably are going to see them go forward as they seem to be planning to, but the fact it's being held up because Donald Trump allegedly has pressured the CFC to not put it through and not put it forward as leverage is really frustrating, because the sooner they get this through, the sooner they make decisions about Star Trek, the sooner we know what's happening for sure. I'm sure Kurtzman's out, and they want to do something different because what they're doing isn't really working. Star Trek used to be a priority, and now it's not, because it just doesn't. The new shows cost a lot of money and don't really make any money for Paramount. There's no merchandise to speak of, really. No one's really watching the show. The older shows get more views. Merchandise for that sells better. So they're spending a lot of money on new shows and not getting much back for it. They're extending the catalogue, but people aren't really watching it. So we'll see. I just want this to be over. It's been 7 years of hell as a Star Trek fan from the first couple of episodes of Discovery. I knew we were in trouble in the third episode. First two episodes kind of felt like Star Trek, and then it took a bad turn at the end of the second episode, and that was all a Game of Thrones thing where they just wanted to just undermine everything and just show, oh, we're edgy and dangerous, and you don't know what's going to happen, who's going to die, and they set up something interesting with Captain Georgiou and then killed her. So, and then the third episode, our lead, our hero is a convict, a mutineer, and yes, it was just a mess. So it's been 7 years. I just want it to be over. I just want to know that Kurtzman's gone and they're bringing new people, and we have the chance of things getting better. But at the moment, it's not going anywhere. It's not moving. But if they pay the money,